A local congregation is once again showing how resilient they are. We first told you about Gabriel Chapel AME Zion Church back in August. The 154-year-old church in Chesapeake was struck by lightning and burned to the ground. While the structure may have crumbled, spirits didn't. Today, the Coalition of Black Pastors of Chesapeake met in the parking lot for a quick prayer, because who says you need to have four walls to worship anyway?
The overwhelming support of people far and near just to say they're praying. I mean, I've gotten donations from people across the country. I even received a donation from, and that was really moving, I think the parents sent some money, and then a child, one of their children sent in a donation, and it was $5 from their allowance, and that was extremely moving to me.
After that, they reflected on these blessings and the support that they've received so far from the community. Then this happened. Pastor Sandy Hutchinson and the church were gifted more than $27,000. The money will go towards rebuilding a new church, a sentiment that is not lost on Pastor Hutchinson or her congregation.
And as some of the older people have said, Pastor, we're with you. We're looking forward to the new church, and that actually energized me because I knew they were kind of out of the grieving mode and into seeing what God was going to do next.
Demolition is expected to begin by the end of next week. I'm Erin Miller for News 3.
Next at 11, hear about a naval support ship now seeing its first operation 2 years after being commissioned.
And after some of us saw some heavy downpours out there today, I'm tracking our next batch of rain as we head into next week. I'll let you know when you'll need that umbrella again coming up.
On the military watch, 2 years after a naval support ship was commissioned, it's now seeing its first operation. News 3 reporter Julio Avila was there as the ship sets sail and explains what it's going to do.
The USNS Burlington will be out at sea for 90 days away from its home right here in Hampton Roads. It's on a very important mission, testing its capabilities for the U.S. Southcom,
which is more or less Central and South America, in support of the Littoral Combat Ship.
It's a historical moment for the ship on its first ever mission since its commissioning in 2018. To see what works and see what can be done better.
Our job is going to go down there and provide them support in terms of maintenance and repair parts.
And Captain Todd Kutkowitz is overseeing the maiden mission.
This will be my fourth ship is sailing as master.
Think of the Burlington as a floating mechanics garage made of lightweight aluminum that can go from 0 to 50 in just a few seconds.
It allows the Littoral Combat ships to stay on station, stay in the AOR, not have to travel too far to get the needed maintenance and repair done.
10 Marines and 25 Civil Service mariners are on board, and they all had a quarantine for 14 days due to COVID-19 concerns before today. They'll be missing Thanksgiving and Christmas with families, but they're expected to be back in time for New Year's.
Without them, it just wouldn't happen.
Now, the ship is going to make a quick stop in Mayport, Florida to pick up the rest of the crew before it continues with its mission. At Jeb Little Creek Fort Story, Julio Avila, News 3.
More than 24 small businesses came together to fight to survive and progress. The Backyard, a new private outdoor venue in Newport News, hosted a free event today. 25 small businesses from Hampton Roads showed what they have to offer.
And with the vendor roundup, it all came about just to try to help my friends eat. You know, it's so much better if we all eat together. So I wanted to bring out my friends, all my business people to come out and just bring them in front of the community and just show that what we have to offer to Newport News.
Organizers say they wanted this event to showcase local entrepreneurs and bring businesses to people through an open and free outdoor setting.
From the JES First Warning Weather Center, here's meteorologist April Loveland.
It's definitely a little on the humid side out there, and as we take a live look over downtown Norfolk, we can see we're dealing with some fog out there. We have a lot of moisture in the air as we head into the overnight. We're looking at 71 right now across the board. our dew point at 69. So once we get those dew points and those temperatures, those air temperatures really close together, that's when we can start to see some fog out there. Our highs out there today, a lot of us in the 70s for the most part. We did see a couple 80s, especially down in North Carolina. 81 was the high today at the beach, 83 in Norfolk, 79 in Chesapeake, 72 in Williamsburg, and 76 in Ahoskie. As we head into tomorrow, very similar conditions. Some of us going to be a little warmer. We'll see 77 in Virginia Beach, 81 in Elizabeth City, 79 in Wakefield, and 78 in Williamsburg, 77 tomorrow in Newport News, 78 here in Norfolk, and 78 down in Allander there in Bertie County. As we look at our wind forecast, those are going to be mainly out of the northwest tomorrow, and then we'll see those switch around as we head into Sunday evening. We're going to see those switch around to the south. That means we're going to be dealing with some warmer air that's going to start moving in, and we can see that here with our temperatures. That warm air starts moving in. We'll see highs around 81 on Monday, 77 on Tuesday. Then we're going to start to cool things down a little bit. We're going to be dealing with a lot of cloud cover out there and those chances for rain. Behind the systems that we're tracking, a big cool down. We'll start the week in the 80s and looks like we'll end it in the 60s. Tomorrow's beach forecast, we'll see those winds out of the northwest switching to the east around 5. That surf height 2 to 3 feet. Rip current risk is low, so luckily those rip current risks continue to go down. We'll see low tide at 11:26 tomorrow morning. And as we check out our tropical tracker here, we have some good news. It's actually pretty quiet out there, and it has been a while since we have seen that. We aren't looking at any active tropical systems right now, but we are looking at a little bit of active weather as we look at our forecast as we head into next week. So Monday not looking too bad, about a 20% chance, 60% chance as we head into Tuesday, and a 50-50 shot by Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday, as of now, I think those are going to be our 2 wettest days. We are tracking 2 systems that are going to be moving in. And then by Thursday and Friday, about a 20% chance. So fingers crossed we can keep those 2 days